Clam World. Instead of filming, my brain just went, instead of filming at 2 AM as I usually do, I fell asleep. So I'm filming this before work. I've been up since 6 doing my makeup. Also, we're trying Coca-Cola Zero Sugar Energy today. It's like a really weird Red Bull. So the other day in the Metro, a news article caught my eye. A wife of pirate ghost, Amanda Teague, says he threatened to kill her, the ghost, obviously. And then I read about the story and I thought, that's kind of interesting. Maybe she's just like a bit though. And in that case, probably not fair to make fun of her. But actually, she's been in the Metro 3 times. So either she's mentally ill and the Metro are exploiting it, or she needs so much attention that it takes the form of a mental illness as well. Like, read these headlines. First, back in 2018, woman marries ghost after getting fed up with dating humans. Woman splits up from 300-year-old pirate ghost after a year of marriage. Wife of pirate ghost says he threatens to kill her. What a spiritual journey. So let's go back right to the beginning of this ghostly tale. I would never advise you to start off your mornings with an energy drink, but it's needed right now. So, woman marries a ghost after getting fed up. Are you sick of dating humans, only for your romantic escapades to end in inevitable, crushing heartbreak? Well, maybe you should follow Amanda Teague's lead by ditching living, breathing people and getting hitched to a ghost instead. In some ways, the relationship between the 45-year-old and her husband Jack is fairly normal. Of course his name's Jack, what, after Jack Sparrow? Of course he is. After all, they go on dates together, sometimes have arguments, and have a healthy sex life. This woman got married to a ghost, meanwhile you're still single. The fact that Jack died almost 300 years ago barely affects their marriage at all. I wouldn't like to see it when it does affect their marriage. 300 years of pent-up ghostly aggression at being stuck on this planet. Imagine dying and still being stuck here. That would be hell. Amanda, a female Jack Sparrow impersonator, of course she fucking is, has 5 children, they need therapy now, and a human ex-husband. Imagine being that ex-husband. Surely you'd think, was I so bad at our marriage that I've put her off living people forever? But she says she has never been able to connect with anyone unlike her husband Jack. Imagine, again, being that first husband, thinking, wow, she prefers an imaginary friend over me. Am I that awful of a human being? Although she has never seen Jack's physical form. Oh really? Yeah, love, of course you haven't. Why do so many people fuck ghosts? There's a lot of stories about it. There was some woman on This Morning who's been on several times because she was shagging an Australian ghost and dumped her real life boyfriend for him. Humans, man, you guys crack me up. Amanda says he was a Haitian, I don't know how to speak, Haitian pirate who told her he is black with jet black hair. That was weird. I mean, if she can't see him, he could be anyone. I think she's getting catfished by this ghost. He's probably just like some fat nerd who died in the 80s, who's role playing, who's culturally appropriating beyond the grave. He was executed for his crimes in the 1700s. What crimes? Like, is this ghost a murderer? I think you and your husband need to have a serious conversation about this, Amanda. Amanda from Northern Ireland believes their pirate connection is what brought them together, first as friends. You can't make it up, can you? Before she developed, well, you can make it up because clearly she's making all of this up. It's not that I don't believe in ghosts, of course I do. I'm scared of ghosts. I believe in all of them, Loch Ness Monster, all of it, Bigfoot. I just can't see why a ghost would be bothering with a human, you know? As a lizard person, I'm not going to go out of any humans, am I? I don't see the attraction. What am I talking about? First as friends before she developed strong love and feelings towards him. She said, we became really close. The more I learned about him, the more I liked him. Oh, she's just sitting there talking to herself, being like, do you know what? I really, really like you. I wonder why, love. One day he said to me, We can never actually be together, you know. In this situation, the imaginary ghost is more realistic than the actual human. But I had never heard of an intimate relationship between a spirit and a human before. Well, you need to watch This Morning, because it's been done. Even Jackmate did a video on it. You need to get on YouTube sometime, babe. Babe, what is wrong with me this morning? I'll tell you what, it's this. Because it tastes kind of like a Red Bull, and I don't know about you, but the only times I used to ever drink Red Bull is when I was doing Jaeger bombs. So, was it Jaeger bombs? I can't remember, it's been so long since I drank. I think this just hit me. I don't know what's going on. The couple goes on dates and even have sex. How? Oh wait, I know how. It's called masturbation. I accidentally clicked off and it went to an article about animals, which is probably more interesting than this. I did some research and found out that it is a real thing. She saw Jackmate's video. And there are lots of people with spiritual relationships, but not many people like to talk about it. I wonder why. Jack, who never married during his life, according to Amanda. Bullshit, I bet he's got a ghostly wife and 5 ghostly kids as well, and he's having a ghostly affair. It's a powerful spirit who can turn stereos and lights on and off and move things. That's so powerful, mate. The power. I don't want to flex or anything, but I am better and stronger than a ghost. Amanda claimed her family had been entirely supportive of their relationship, which was when Jack took the next step and proposed. She added, I told him I wasn't really cool having casual sex with a spirit. That's right, love. You know your worth. You put some boundaries on this thing. And I wanted us to make a proper commitment to each other. But if they get married, you know that bit where it's like, I don't know the vows properly. I'm never gonna get married. I am married to my country, which is back on the planet Sirius B from the Draconian star system in the 4th dimension. But you know that bit where you're exchanging vows and they say, until death do us part? What happens in this scenario? If she dies, well, like, is he just gonna run off and find the next human to fuck? If I'm going to be in a long-term relationship with someone, I have the right to be married. Yes, you do. Is that them on their wedding? Did people actually go to this wedding? Alright, if she is like mentally ill, then they're enabling this, surely. Can't believe people actually. Some people are watching this video who are very miserable that they're single right now. Meanwhile, she's not only managed to get hitched to a ghoul, she's made other people go to the wedding. Guys, there truly is someone out there for everyone. Except for me, because I'm better than all of you. I wanted the big traditional wedding with the white dress. It was very important to me. Yeah, a very, very traditional wedding. When the groom is not of this earthly realm. For their wedding, the couple ventured into international waters where their union would be legal on a boat that allowed 12 of their closest friends and family on board for the ceremony. What? 12 people. I can't even get 12 of my friends together for a meal. And she's out there getting 12 people to play along with her imaginary games. Fair fucking play. They used a medium to allow Jack to say I do. That medium literally is laughing all the way to the bank. And used the skull and crossbones flag to represent him. Surely that's a bit stereotypical, isn't it? Not all ghosts, not all pirates. And if you're still on the fence about finding a ghost lover, Amanda explained that sex with a spirit is surprisingly similar to sex with a human. Probably just without all of that annoying cuddling and, oh, are you gonna call me afterwards? Why am I a sociopath today? She added, it is well known that people often feel a spirit touch their heads, their face, or their hair. The only difference is with having a sexual relationship with a spirit is obviously that sense of touch goes deeper. It is well known. I don't know that. You can literally feel the physical act of what the spirit is doing to you, and the spirit can feel it too. Her vibrator must literally be out of this world if it's given her delusions this bad. So that was the first one. Now let's skim through the second one. Woman splits from 300-year-old pirate ghost after a year of marriage. That didn't last long, did it? Spoiler alert. Amanda Sparrow, large Teague. Sparrow is in Jack. Teague is in, one of my mates said that it was one of the characters in one of the Pirates of the Caribbean films, Johnny Depp's dad, Jack Sparrow's dad even. I'm not even gonna bother looking it up. I'll probably look it up in editing right now. But what does the large stand for? Large pirate ship. What? Wed her soulmate Jack on a boat in international waters earlier this year. I mean, if she's faking it for attention, you've got to kind of admire the commitment to the game. But the 46-year-old who works as a female Jack Sparrow impersonator still can't get over that. What a sentence. I'm sorry, I'm just so touched by this story. It's revealed that she and her husband decided to call it a day. So I feel it's time to let everyone know that my marriage is over, she wrote on social media. I want to explain in due course, but for now, all I want to say is to be very careful when dabbling in spirituality. It's not something to mess with. I wonder how she met him anyway. Did she go speed dating with an Ouija board? She's quite alright looking though. I mean, she looks quite good. She looks quite good for her age, I think. She doesn't look mental. Blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Just going over the same stuff they wrote in the previous article. She had 5 children with her ex-husband, said her family was supportive of the relationship. Of course they were. Yeah, okay mum, right, okay, yeah, you're dating a ghost now. Okay, fine. Sure mum, you have fun with that. Meanwhile, hello, yes, is this Broadmoor Hospital? Amanda started working as a Jack Sparrow impersonator after watching the first Pirates of the Caribbean film and falling in love with the character. Of course she did. Having spotted similarities between herself and the pirate, really love. She began to mimic his style, finding long men's waistcoats to wear, putting beads, not beards, in her dreadlock, and even getting cold teeth fitted. I think they mean gold. She later added the surname Sparrow to her own by deed poll, bless her. They gave no more information on that article. The Metro is honestly barrel scrapers. Absolute barrel scrapers. Now, let's get on to the meat of the article. Why did this ghostly couple part ways? What could have possibly gone wrong in the marriage between a human and a spirit? Wife of 300-year-old pirate ghost says he threatened to kill her when she dumped him. Maybe the fact that, you know, he's 300 years old, so that stuff was kind of normalised back then. Might be a bit of a communication barrier in a relationship if you're going to get hitched to someone who's that fucking old. Why am I acting like any of this is legit? Here, more information on what his crimes were. He was executed for thieving on the high seas. That's not so bad then, is it? Just a bit of thievery. On a boat in international waters, Amanda from Northern Ireland was forced to undergo an exorcism after a spirit possessed her and left her hospitalised. I mean, you shouldn't laugh, but you've seen what we're talking about, yeah? Their spiritual and sexual relationship was giving her serious health problems, and threatened her if she tried to dump him. Why? Did he have like ghost chlamydia? Syphilis, ectoplasm? What health problems? I need more. Suffered painful abscesses, developed sepsis, and was told she would need a colostomy bag, but was incredibly healed after she managed to get rid of Jack. Oh, there's just so much to unpack here, and I just don't have time. How would you get a sepsis from shagging a ghost? I mean, he's probably made of air. I don't know what, I'm not the authority on what ghosts are made from, but how? Abscesses. Maybe the abscesses, right? It was her teeth, yeah, and she took the whole imitating a pirate thing too far and developed scurvy. Need a colostomy bag. What? Clownery. After 2 weeks of marriage, it started quick, I started to get health problems, started to get recurrent perennial abscesses. Don't know what that is. I'll probably look it up whilst I'm editing today, later at work, sneakily. And I was suffering from psoriasis, liver disease. Psoriasis, that's liver disease, right? Like fatty liver? Maybe again she took the whole pirate thing too far and was drinking rum all the time. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention I've had a cold recently, so I sound a bit, horrible due to that. No more horrible than usual, no doubt. After 4 or 5 months in, when things started to go downhill, I went back to some of the people that I communicated with Jack. Other people were in on this act. It's all kicking off in Ireland, isn't it? Blimey. They need to just watch TV or something. You know, Netflix is a thing, yeah? Instead of playing around with imaginary friends. I know the symptoms of possession and part of it is ill health, so I was concerned that it was to do with the relationship because of the timeline, but I was assured that he was a lovely spirit who wouldn't harm me. But after her dog Toby died, what? Right, hang on, right, no, it's not funny anymore. What? Her dog died because of her demon lover. I'm not happy about this anymore. This isn't funny. Let's just end the video. I'm like a level 20 vegan, right? I think it's an animal rights issue that, spoiler alert, the dragons in Game of Thrones died. And I don't even watch Game of Thrones, but I was ready to write a letter to Peter about it, saying I'm unhappy with the representation that animals always have on screen. So I'm not happy about this. If she did something to her, if something happened to her dog because of her abusive ghost husband, I'll go over to the spirit realm myself to kick this guy's ass. Amanda said she spotted a major red flag about the relationship. She continued, I knew his passing was imminent and I asked Jack to keep him until it was my time so we'd all be together. I mean, what can you say? There are no words. But Toby wouldn't go to Jack. He was incredibly aggressive and wouldn't go near him. There's something in that, isn't there? You know, always trust the dog's judgment if they don't like your partner. Get rid of the partner and not the dog. You can always get more people, but a dog's love is unconditional. What she saying that her dog passed? R.I.P. Toby. You were a real one for dealing with this. But her spirit dog wouldn't go near her spirit husband. If that's the case, then why wouldn't the dog, when he was still part of the living, go near her spirit husband? Because, you know, animals can sense something not of this world. That's a known fact. Animals can sense other things from different dimensions, who knows? Why didn't the dog notice any red flags then? During their relationship before they got married? I smell bullshit. In the end, he had to go to my mother because he didn't want to be near him. I'm confused now. Has the dog died yet? Or does she mean that is her mum? R.I.P. if she is dead as well. Animals are quite intuitive about people, so this was a big red flag to me. Yeah, why didn't he notice anything was wrong when you were just dating? Her health started to get worse. I was getting abscesses recurring all the time with Jack, and I would have any sexual relationship. It was something that was at the back of my mind. I never had these 4 hours with Jack. She even cut off sex with the girl wig. She thinks she's me circa last year. She even cut off sex with the ghost in order to see if that helped. Once I stopped having sexual contact with Jack, the abscesses started to improve. And I'd say it was literally the best 3 weeks since I'd got married. So anyway, one night a partner of mine got married to her spiritual partner, and Jack and I ended up being intimate. How is that related in any way? My friend got married, so me and my ghost husband had sex. Maybe they're ghost swingers. Also, a friend of mine got married to her spiritual partner. We found out who went to her wedding then, haven't we? More nut jobs. The next day, the abscess was back with a vengeance, so I started to get really concerned. She was rushed to hospital for developing sepsis. She almost died. In the hospital for a week, she had to take off her wedding ring when she went into surgery. That must have cut the energy link between us, because I felt totally different after the operation. Fucking hell, man. Where does the Metro find these people? Oh, I know. Oh, Jeremy Kyle's over now, isn't it? That would have been a good episode of Jeremy Kyle. Did my ghostly lover give me sepsis? Jeremy Kyle comes out being like, I blame Facebook for this. Graham comes out trying to talk to the spirit, but for some reason he's not talking to him. Kyle comes out with the DNA results. Here are your DNA results from the ghost. Did I give my human wife sepsis? We have no results because DNA tests don't work on ghosts for some reason. That would have been such a good episode of Jeremy Kyle. Gone before its time. This lady's just going to have to go on Love Island next year instead, isn't she? You know, because Love Island, unlike the Jeremy Kyle show, totally doesn't make mentally ill people worse. I reconnected with my spiritual team and saw a pattern about my health. Where do these people find these people? I've got a spiritual team. I really saw alarm bells. He had obviously been blocking communication with my spiritual team. Oh, they're up there. They're not like people you see in real life, of course. So I could very clearly see that he had been stealing my energy. Yeah, that's totally the connection that I'll make as well. Very clear to see. Following the surgery, doctors warned Amanda that she might need a colostomy bag due to ill health. A pal warned Amanda that she could have been possessed by by Jack and she had to talk to him back. But when she confronted him, he threatened to kill her if she attempted to break off their spiritual union. His reaction when I told him he had to leave was that he wasn't going to. That if I tried to have an exorcism, get rid of him, he was going to kill me. That's no good. How would you go to the police about that? What are the police going to do? You'd have to call the Ghostbusters. Give Bill Murray a ring and see if he's up for dealing with this. That is the Ghostbusters sequel we deserve, not the one that we got. Remake, whatever. It was terrifying seeing a completely different side to the lovely spirit I'd seen before. But I know in my heart that if I didn't get rid of him, my health was getting so bad that I was probably going to die anyway. That was his plan all along, to get her to die so they could join together in union in the afterlife. I see your games, Jack. Following the exorcism in December, Amanda says her health has drastically improved. The bowel was perforated when she had an MRI in November. So that's something that doesn't heal without surgery. So I had the exorcism and incredibly it healed up. Wow, marvel of medicine. You should donate your brain and body to science. I've not had any more abscesses or bowel movements. My ghostly lover gave me constipation for a year. Bowel problems since then. I went to the hospital recently and the junior doctor called in a consultant because she was like, I've never seen this before. Yeah, I've never seen this before, so immediately it means ghosts. If I hadn't had the exorcism done, I think I'd be definitely going to be around with a colostomy bag. She's written a book about her experiences. She has sworn off all spiritual work. Oh, I see. So this is just promo. This is just promotion. This is all PR for your book. I see your games. She concluded, I've quit it all because I'm terrified. Yeah, that fat paycheck you're going to get from that book is going to be terrifying. I'm going to buy that book and give a review on it on this channel. Hope you enjoyed that. That was Clown World Ghost Edition. What do you think? Mentally ill or brilliant PR stunt? Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to see more of these videos, do hit like, comment and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Probably in a little bit because I'm about to do more of these videos. Bye!